you should learn that art to say no. Learning to say no. Have you ever faced a situation when you wanted to say no, you are unable to say no? Like sometimes you may be your parents or friends or close friends. Somebody asks for a favor or tell you to do something and you are not in a situation or you are unable to say no to that person. This is very common thing and this is big mistake that we do, and there could be some answers or sometimes you do things to please others, or you are unable to say no in the beginning and finally you end up in deep trouble. In this vlog we'll talk about the importance of learning how to say no. It's not that you have to say no to everything. There are situations where you can manage, even though you may not be happy doing it, but that would not really impact your life. I'll give you a small example. One person recently contacted me. He was talking to me about his life, and he was telling me that he's a young boy. He just got his first job. He passed out. He's an engineer. He got a good salary, and I was congratulating him when I met him for his housewarming ceremony. After the event was over, he was just talking to me, and he was telling me that it's going to be really tough for him because he started paying the EMI of that loan which he has taken to buy this house. It's just three of them living, and they have purchased a three-bedroom apartment, spending a lot of money. He spent whatever savings he had from the job, like it was almost a year that he was working. He had those savings and he took some personal loans and finally a housing loan which he has to repay in next 20 years. So he was telling me he really didn't want to buy such a big house and he doesn't need it, but his parents wanted a big house. That was their dream. Now, to fulfill the dreams of the parents, this boy is getting into deep trouble. He is going to spend almost more than 60-70% of his salary paying this loan, and he would not be having sufficient money to live a good life or decent life. Every month he will be living in stress to pay this loan EMI, and suppose he loses his job, he's going to get into trouble. So what I feel is, to please people, you may have to do some things, but again, you should learn that art to say no. You can think, see, initial when you say no, people may think you are selfish. People may think you are mean. So that is not really rude. That's a wise decision. I'll tell you something about myself. Few years back, I had this problem of pleasing people, and I was always telling, okay, we'll do it. And mainly when I was a foodie, you people may be knowing, I used to go having food here and there. So whenever I go to my friend's place or relatives' place, and they would really be prepared with a lot of food, different kinds of dishes, that was really, I was also happy doing that. But there were situations when I was full, I couldn't eat, but to keep people happy, I ate. Even at wrong time, odd time, even when I didn't want to have food, I had to eat because I couldn't say no to them. They had prepared this food with love. They would be unhappy or they may be sad if I don't eat. But over a period of time, I focused more on my health because to to lead a better life, to improve the quality of your life, mental health, physical health, both are important. And the art of saying no, you have to learn that. You have to master that. You can do that without being rude, without upsetting people. Maybe it 100% you cannot do that, but there mostly you can manage that. Now nowadays when people call me, they know that I don't eat in odd times. They know that I have only two meals a day. So that's what. And many times when my friends call me or I for a dinner or something, I tell them, see, very rarely I can have something. So I try to avoid that situation, and I openly say this to them, and I don't have any problem saying this to them. So initially I had that problem saying no, but over a period of time I could master this. I could say no to people, even my close relatives or friends or even my boss or my colleagues. I say no immediately if I feel it, I cannot do it. I don't even give them hope. Okay, let me try. That's also a wrong thing to do. But there are situations when I don't like, but I feel that I can manage it. I'm 100% sure that this is just one time, I can do it. You definitely need to learn the art of saying no, because saying no and focusing on what you want to do is more important. Because one of the most important quality in that you can develop in your life is to learn to say no, because uh, there would be many outside forces which would be forcing you to do things which would impact your short term or long term goals. You want to do something, you may be getting advices, or you may be getting strong recommendations from people to do this, do that. See, few years back when I planned my retirement, I decided that I would not be investing in anything like SIPs or something which I cannot continue for many years. I closed my insurance policies or insurance premium, any investments or SIPs or anything, in such a way that I can retire as I have planned. Suppose tomorrow one of my friend comes and say he has become a LIC agent. Please take a policy. You have to pay only this much for next 5 years. See, I won't do that. I tell that person, sorry, I cannot do that. I can do a one-time investment. If I have some money, okay, I'll do a one-time investment. My relationship manager from the bank calls me very often. She has lots of targets to fulfill. She'll call me and say, there's a new mutual fund coming up, there's something new coming up, so I need some you to invest something for next, it's like monthly you have to spend only 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, it's for next 3 years. I say no. If you want, I can give a investment for this month. I have some money with me, maybe 50,000, I'll do it. It could be just 1 month. I cannot do anything for commit for anything for long term, because I have planned my retirement. So that I don't feel bad saying no to that person. Earlier it was very difficult for me. I had done lots of mistakes. To keep people happy, I would say, okay, I'll do it. And there were so many mistakes that really changed my life actually. It really disturbed my life, to be frank. It was not for good. There would be many incidents in your life which you really didn't want to do, but you did it because there was some kind of force or somebody told you to do and you couldn't say no. I'm sure everybody has this problem. This is one of the most important things that you need to learn. You should master the art of saying no. You should do it in a way that if it's somebody very close to you, you can explain things to them. Say, sorry, I cannot do it now because these are the problems. I cannot manage that. If somebody like not very close to you, you can say no, fine, I'm not able to do. That's it. You don't need to make others happy and you get into trouble. That's very important. It's not selfishness or it's not rudeness. It's very important to keep yourself going good. Keep your mental health, your physical health, everything happy to achieve your goal. Even this is good to practice because, as I told you, initially I used to get a lot of friends inviting me for dinner or many things which I had said no in the past. So they could understand how I am. The next time they don't do that, they respect the boundaries. They would say, okay, Kishore doesn't go for late night dinners, he has his early dinner. So either we can meet sometime between that if they really want to have food with me. Or it's okay for me to go to any place, but I may not have dinner or drink or something like that, which as they want, because that creates problem for me. It takes 1 or 2 days for me to recover from that dinner. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to spoil my next 2 days because I just wanted to keep somebody happy. It's not selfishness. It's taking care of yourself. It's helping yourself to achieve your goals. See, if I am not well for next 2 days, everything else get disturbed. My work get disturbed. Everything else would be bad for me. So I have to see. I cannot sit and regret. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for the dinner. I shouldn't have gone for the late night party. I should have slept well because my systems, my things are planned, packed in a way that I don't want to disturb anything. But there could be situation which I cannot avoid and I have to do it. I do it. But again, I have to. But I try my best that we don't do too much of those kind of things. I don't want to burn out myself pleasing others. It's not, again, not selfishness. Please don't treat like that and don't feel bad about that. It's not rude. You are taking care of yourself. Everybody has some boundaries, you have boundaries, and you have to respect that. People close to you, your close friends, everybody has to respect your boundaries. They need to understand what are your problems and they need to take care of that. So over a period of time you can develop this art, and I am sure you would be able to do that. I am currently able to do that. I have practiced this for many years, and nowadays, like, I can choose what to say yes, what to say no. I never say okay, we'll do it. I take some time. I take some time, then think about the pros and cons, and then say yes or no. Sometimes it would be very clear, like there are things which you can say no immediately. No, I cannot do that. That's it. So, share your experience on telling no's, or sometimes there would be situation that you had told yes to please somebody. It could be very close relatives, parents, or friends, colleagues, and you got into trouble. Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts also. What do you feel? Do you feel is it really selfishness or rudeness to say no to people? That's all for now. Thank you for watching. I would be coming with some more vlogs related to self improvement, and my next topic would be something related to leading a disciplined lifestyle. That's something I wanted to share. I've been trying to learn a lot of things about this, and I would want to share with you guys. So that's all for now. Bye. Take care.